Hey guys, how you doing? Dan here, and today I wanted to show you something a little bit new other than the normal drone stuff on the channel. And guys, I think I've gone a little bit too far this time. I want to introduce to you Here we go. So this is my mobile videography rig, and there's a lot going on here, and the video is going to break it down. So we've got lighting solution, the Ulanzi light, absolutely brilliant. You'll also notice that my red light isn't here. That's because this normally does that. I've got a Rode wireless audio solution, which is absolutely amazing. It allows you to do shotgun mic and radio mic, so we're going to come on to that later on. We've got this really cool case which has an ND filter, a variable ND filter, so it's none of your standard NDs, it's a full variable ND, so we can change our settings there. And we've also got a couple of different ways to mount it. So we've got a tripod or the DJI OM4. So we've got a lot going on in this video. That video at the start of this video was actually shot on the Osmo and the iPhone with the ND filter. Now I know there's shots which blow out the sun, it's mobile videography, the sensors aren't as great. I will cover a couple of tips later on in this video how to avoid that, but we're shooting with, you know, sensors which don't have the best dynamic range in the world. It's more about the story and that narrative and how you're showing your audience them shots. So we'll get onto that in a little bit as well. Let's get into it. Guys, this entire rig all revolves around this phone case. So this is the Polar Pro Litechaser, and it is amazing. It's a little bit pricey, but it's the base of your entire rig. The amount of stuff you can attach to this to then make all this other stuff possible is really, really cool. Now, it does come with, so I got the videographer pack, and that came with the 3 to 5 ND filter, the case, and this little grip. Now, so what's cool about this grip is you can place it in different positions, so you can see these grooves along the top here. So if you're just going handheld, and you know that's your main focus, you stick it right on the end, and then you've got like a nice kind of camera grip, and it feels really, really good in your hands. Now, if you know you're going to be putting it on a tripod, is what you can do is you take this off, and you can pop it right in the middle, so then your tripod is going to be nice and centered. So yeah, you just put your phone in. I've got the iPhone 11. I've not got the Pro, so I've only got the 2 cameras, but that's fine. Maybe going forward, the 3rd would be nice, so for a little bit more shot variation. Just before I go any further, the main point of this little grip here now for me is that it's got the tripod mount. Now, if you don't have the Polar Pro case, or you don't want to, you know, pay that much money for it, which I totally understand, you can buy these little clips as well. So these just clip onto your phone like that, and they've got a couple of mounts on them, and then you can just attach this to the tripod like that, and then your phone just sits on there quite nicely. But if you are on a budget, these do a great job instead of getting a full blown out system. So next, along with the system, you'll see these little marks here, 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 and here. And what this is for is the variable ND filter. So the variable ND filter comes in this very nice little carry case, keeps it nice and safe. There we go, 3 to 5 stops of the ND. So we'll open this up, and you'll notice you've got an ND filter in a nice rubber case. All you have to do is line them up like that, twist it on, take the front rubber cover off so it's nice and protected, and there we go. We've got a variable ND filter. So look, can I see that? There we go. So it's only 3 to 5 stops, but it's still a pretty decent system. It allows you to get your shutter speed down to around double your frame rate. It might still be a little bit high on a super bright day, but it's definitely getting it more to the point, which is really cool. Also buy a higher stop ND from Polar Pro as well. But I absolutely love this. Now, I've got the tripod as well, so this is just from the Osmo. I'm just going to pop this on to make it a little bit easier as we go along. Next up on the mobile phone videography accessories is this little Smallrig cold shoe. So there's a tripod mount at the top and the bottom of this, and on the top one I've just attached this little Smallrig cold shoe adapter. Get it to focus, there we go. This is just so I can mount other things on top of it. So First of all, we've got this Ulanzi VL49 light. Now guys, if you've not got one of these lights, I would highly recommend going to Amazon right now and buying them. These are absolutely amazing. Not only do you have a dimmable light, so this go obviously all the way to super bright, goes something like a horror film, and then we can knock that all the way down. There we go, something a bit more reasonable, maybe around there. So that's on 5%, and that's just a nice little fill. But depending on how far away from your phone you are, you might want to increase that. You can change your white balance. Can we get this on here? This would be great. Yep. So we've got 32K at the moment. You can just change this to blue or orange light. There we go. That's nice and orange. And then if I knock it all the other way, we're going to go nice and blue. So depending on where you are, you can do a white balance and you can have this match your white balance perfectly. So there we go, we're looking nice and cold at 9,000 Kelvin. Now, not only can you do this, this is where this light comes in really cool. If you hold the mode button down, it's going to go to RGB mode. There we go. Now, you can't really see that because of the exposure of the camera. Let me just try and knock this down a tad. This light's currently red, and you can't see it because of my camera exposure. In fact, let's for this bit of a video, we'll knock my exposure down. Oh, that's cool. Right, so here we go. We've got a red light and it goes super bright. There we go. I'm not going to put it too bright because it's just going to defeat the purpose of doing this. And then you've got the entire colour spectrum to go through. So at the moment we're on 0 degrees, and then it's going to start going a bit orangey, yellow, green. It's just start going towards blue. There we go, blue. Then purple, and then all the way back to red when we're at 360 degrees. But this is super cool. Let me just put this back to my normal settings. So this light is really cool for lots of different situations. It's very powerful. Like you normally see it down here and it lights up all this red. You've got lots of applications for this. Even just as the light, as a normal light, as 32 to 9,000, it's still really cool. And depending on what you're filming, so if you're filming something or someone in front, you can just screw it on there like that, and then you got a light lighting them up. Or if you're doing a selfie, you can just put the light the other way, and then there you go, it's lighting you up whilst you're doing your vlog or whatever you're doing. But that's another part of this solution which is necessary to get the next bit. Another really useful thing about this Ulanzi light is it's magnetic on the back. So I've got one of my little drone ND filters, and they're just attached to it. So if you've got somewhere to put this light, you can attach it to light stands and it'll stay there, and it's just really cool. Final thing about the Ulanzi light. I could talk about these all day because they're so cool. They're so cheap, but they do so much. But it's got 3 cold shoes. So it's got cold shoe, and again, we've got a cold shoe. And this allows you to either attach more lights together to make an even bigger light, or this is where we're going to start attaching our audio solution. So let me get this on first. There we go. So we're starting to build this up now. Now the base of my audio solution is this Rode Wireless Go 2. Again, I can't recommend these enough. So first of all, we've got the Rode Wireless Go 2 receiver, which is this little box here. And as you can see, the levels are going up and down at the moment. That's me talking on this microphone here, and then I'm wired into this lapel mic. That's really cool. Now, you also get another transmitter, so you can have 2 mics going into the Rode at once, which is extremely cool if you're vlogging with someone else or if you're doing an interview. And this is the Rode Wireless Go. At the top, you'll see it's already got a microphone in it, which is really good quality. And you've also got the 3.5mm jack here if you want to put a lapel mic in like I have done. So these are super cool. Now, I've not even got to the best bit about these now. You'll notice at the moment, I'm recording my audio on here. It says recording. Let's get it the right way around. It says recording and my levels are bobbing. And I have no wire coming out of it. That's because the Rode Wireless Go 2 actually records the audio to these transmitters. How cool is that? If you do want a backup audio feed, you can go out of here with the 3.5mm cable, and then you can go into the phone if you've got a 3.5 jack, or you'll need a converter if you do want some backup audio. But when we come to the camera apps, these both allow you to do that as well. So this on its own is a super good solution. Final thing, it's also got a cold shoe adapter on it as well. So you can pop it right on So the sider for light, like that. Now this in itself is a brilliant solution. It is absolutely amazing. It is very cool. So quick recap, you've got 2 transmitters, both with a 3.5 jack and an internal mic, and you get some windshields to put on here if it's windy. And these can just clip to your t-shirt like so, or you can clip it properly. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to mess my mic up. Or you can attach them to Cole's shoes like that. So that's really, really cool. Now, because you get the 3.5mm jack as an input on the transmitter, that means we can start adding different microphones. So here we go. So this is a Rode Video Micro, and we can attach this again, depending on if I'm shooting that way or this way, we'll put it that way. But now is what's going on here is this shotgun mic is going into the transmitter. That's wirelessly sending it to the receiver, and then it's also recording locally on the transmitter. You can also then send the audio out of here into your phone, so when you've got all that system set up. Just whilst we're speaking about audio, guys, audio is half the battle. This system here, with having the 2 transmitters, the multiple mic options, and also the option to go shotgun as well, is extremely important. Now I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube recommending cheap microphones on Amazon, but honestly guys, I think it would be a costly mistake. Rode make extremely good microphones. They're not that badly priced. They are really, really good. And I think you can end up getting cheaper microphones, so they might be like £30 cheaper, but I think in the end you'll realise they're not as good as they should be, and then you'll end up splashing out again on something a bit better. And a lot of the time audio is overlooked. People think, oh, I've got to get the best visuals. That's fine, get the best visuals, but audio is half the battle. If you've got a great video with great visuals and your audio is a 5 out of 10, that's going to bring your entire video down to a 6 out of 10, even if your visuals are 10. So really, really focus on getting the best audio possible. So there we go, that's pretty much the system. It's looking pretty badass, it's pretty cool. I know I said at the start I've gone a bit over the top, but really I don't think I have actually. Thinking about it, this is the solution you need for something like this. How cool is that? How cool is that? I'm actually pretty pleased with this setup, I really am. But guys, do you have any questions about this mobile videography setup? Do you want to know more about any of these pieces of kit? Leave a comment down below. Also guys, make sure to head over to my Instagram where I've got a DJI Mini 2 accessory giveaway going on, and that's going to be finishing in a couple of weeks time, so make sure to head over there as quick as possible. All you have to do to enter is like my post and tag a drone flying friend. Super quick and easy. Also guys, if you want a chance to feature in my next drone video, all you have to do is send me a message on Instagram with a picture, and then my next video is going to be looking back at these images, reviewing them and leaving some feedback, which I'm super excited to do with you guys. And I'm also really excited to see what you guys have actually captured with the DJI Mini 2. Before we finish this video, because I know it's getting quite long now, I've been recording for 26 minutes. Hopefully the video's not been 26 minutes for you guys. I'm sure it hasn't, because I cut out an awful lot of stuff. I just want to quickly show you the DJI OM4. Now, what's really cool about this is you can mount it with a magnet, so you can get it on and off really quickly. So this is that magnet, and all you need to do is it tells you place towards camera. So camera this way. Make sure it's in the middle of your phone, because that's going to balance very nicely on the gimbal. So somewhere about there. And then what's really cool is you just line the magnet up and that snaps on. So what's really cool about this is you can get your shot. Oh great, brilliant shot. And then someone's calling you. Hey, how did your shot go? Yeah, it was great, thanks. So you can quickly take it off, answer the call, see you, bye, put it back on, ready to go for your next shot. Once it's on, all you need to do is turn the gimbal on, and there you go, you got the gimbal. The phone is nice and stabilized. No matter what I do, the phone is not moving anywhere. I love videos like this, it's so cool. But guys, that is pretty much it. That is my introduction to Mega Rig, and that's my introduction to mobile videography. Now guys, if you want to see any more of this in more details, please leave a comment down below and I will be more than happy to do a video on anything I've gone over today. There will be a list of items in the description down below if you did decide to purchase any of these items. But guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. It honestly means the absolute world to me. I will see you guys in the next video. Cheers.